Welcome to the Art of Marx Trains, Part 23. We've got a good one for you tonight. This is the Marx E7 Western Pacific 901 A unit, and it came as an ABA. And out of all of the E7s, this has to be the most beautiful paint job. The gray with the yellow stripe. I just think it's one of the best. So this is actually a passenger set. This one has two full domes and a observation and a coach with no dome at all. They're tin cars with high trucks. They are illuminated with silhouettes in the windows, die-cast wheels, roller pickup, very deluxe for Marx. So we're going to run this set, and want to dedicate this video to an old friend of mine, Lou Custer. He passed away back in 2015, and some of you may have known him or met him. He lived in Maryland, and of course I'm on the West Coast, and even though we had a 3-hour difference, he would call me after I got off work and we'd visit until he went to bed, and I was just sitting down to dinner. But Lou and his brother Jerry were big collectors of the Marx E7s. This particular set belongs to a friend of mine whose name is Art. He's the namesake for the series, The Art of Marx Trains. And I've got my set over on this counter. I also have an ABA. My set has two domes and an observation. I do not have an extra coach. So sometimes I'll run a Santa Fe long Vista dome just to make the train longer, because technically there's more diesel than there are passenger cars. So what we're going to do tonight is run both sets in tandem, and we'll do some side-by-side shots and some oncoming shots. So I hope you enjoy. I've got the train on the track, but I wanted to show you some things that are a little bit different about the Marx E7s. There's no coupler in the front. Coupler in the back of most A units of the E7 are tab and slot. And then if you had a B unit, the B unit would have a tab, no slot, and then a tab and slot on the back, so that the second A unit would fit. Or if you didn't have the B, you could have an AA, which they came that way sometimes. And then the back of the B had a tilt coupler. It's a little bit different than the coupler that you see on the freight cars and the passenger cars, because it has that divot. That depressed area is what goes under the pilot of the E7. Now if you wanted to do without the dummy A on the back, the tab on the B unit will fit right inside the plastic coupler. So you could run an AB, or you could even just run an A. You could take the B unit out completely and hook up your A directly to the coach or freight car. Just kind of interesting. Well, let's begin with Art's set, and then we'll add a few extra cars. Just last week I was asked what my favorite train set was. I kind of hem-hawed because I don't really know. And then this person asked what would be the train set that you would go back into the burning house and grab. And this could be one of them. I really like it. Here we have a couple extra Vistadomes. We have a total of 4 Vistadomes, and you'll be happy to know, Art, that all of the cars lit up and it's run flawlessly so far. I've got both sets on the layout, and the idea is to have them run back to back. So I've got the 2 observations right there. So if they both run forward, they go around the loop and they will meet through the bridge. So let's see what happens. I moved the trains back just a little bit to see if we can get a closer meet. Let's try it again. After several takes, I've moved the observations cars back to back over on this corner. Art's motor seems to be running faster than mine. Now we'll see what happens this time. I kept hearing a clicking noise on one of the powered units, and turned out it was the side frame. And then I noticed that there's a step missing right there, and those are available from Grossman. I try to keep some on hand. They come in lots of different colors. Gray for the Santa Fe and the Western Pacific gray. And what I like to do is take a piece of sandpaper and just round over the corners just a little bit to make it look like the original, and then I glue it on with either some 10X7R or this Micromark works really well. Plastic welder's got a brush in the bottle, and I will glue it on right there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of The Art of Marx Trains. We did quite a bit of running, and hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next edition, which is part 24, which will be a Canadian Pacific freight set. Thanks for watching.